What's up, Fruit Loops? How are we doing today? Hope everyone is very well and rather happy. What day is it? Is it Monday? I've no idea. Absolutely no idea. I think it is Monday, isn't it? If it is Monday and you're back at work, have fun. Right. So, did the video with all the lacquer and whatnot yesterday, which went up this morning. And, alright, a little bit more progress. Are you ready? Do you want to see it? Here we are. Flat back and polished. And like I said right at the get-go, I did not want this to be the perfect job. The bike is 41 years old. In my mind, like I said, next owner, it's up to them and do whatever they like. But in my mind, the paint shouldn't be showroom. It should be not rough around the edges. I mean, it's a good paint job, but it shouldn't be like blinding you beautiful, you know. Once I get all the tins on, I will get the polisher on. I've done all of that by hand, so I will get the polisher out, do the tank, do the front of the front fender. The rear fender, it's not really worth doing anything on it because there is such little of it that's actually visible. It's a bit pointless. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's where I'm at now. I'm going to whack the tank on, get the fuel line hooked up, look at getting the front fender on, and then it's a case of waiting for parts. Alright, so there you go, which still haven't arrived, oddly enough. Right. I don't quite know how to tell you this. I've had a bit of a mistake. I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm just going to go ahead and show you. I'm sure people are going to be pretty grumpy about it. So what happened was, right, I was bolting on the front exhaust because I haven't got to move it, and cleaned up the engine a little bit. And I was kind of looking at the bike, and I thought, you know what would look really cool? Is if I mounted the freshly painted tank. And I thought, yeah, that looks alright. I like that. What else could I do? Oh, I'll tell you what I could do. I could put the seat on. And then I could just dummy up the rear fender. Obviously nothing is actually bolted down, as you can see by how far out the fender is to the rear wheel. But I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to look. You know how excited you get? I don't know, anyone that hasn't done this wouldn't have a clue. But it's starting to look a lot like a Harley Davidson. I know, who'd have thought? Well, there you go. Yeah, I've still got to get the front end up. That's probably going to have to wait until Wednesday now. Reason being, it's now Monday afternoon. And I'm shattered. Polishing stuff up by hand, it takes it out of you. Obviously I've had to run through all the grits of the sandpaper, the wet and dry. Then I've had to polish it with G3, which is a rubbing compound, and then I've had to polish it with G10, which is a polishing compound, but I've only done it by hand. So what I will do, once we're all buttoned up, I'll get the polisher on the tank, the bits of the fender that can be seen, the front fender, make it a little bit prettier. But like I said right at the get-go, it's a 41-year-old bike. I do not want this bike to be perfect. You know, if anything, that will take value off it. If it looks like a 41-year-old bike, which at the moment it does, I stop the wet and dry at yeah, it's like 1,500, maybe 2,000. So it does have marks. That's the reason. You know, I mean, I could have gone 2.5 and I could have gone 3,000, and it would have looked absolutely stunning, and the rest of the bike would have looked like shit. So what's the point? Make it all look reasonable. Make it look like a 41-year-old motorcycle. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, I've got to stop now because I'm absolutely shattered. Tomorrow I'm not going to get a lot done because the other bikes and the other parts are turning up probably around 10 AM. And I haven't got bloody space, to be honest. Denzel phoned me earlier, left a voicemail, and he said basically the XS Special, the 11, the one that I'm keeping, is not in the condition that he'd hoped it was in. It's in various bits and pieces here and there, where obviously Matt had started working on it, and then, you know, he passed away. So what can you do? You know, it's shit, but it is what it is. So but he said he sent me a video. I can't find a video anywhere on my phone or computer where he sent something, so I'll give him a bell later and see what the lowdown is. But yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a mental day trying to figure out where the hell to put everything. We've got half a Beetle in there and the LTD in there and all the dipping paints and activators and lacquers, they're all in there. Yeah, along with various other crap, and obviously in here is pretty full. So it may turn out that the Harley's got to go out for a couple of days. Now that the paintwork's done, I'm not so fussed about leaving it outside. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I would be a lot more excited and a lot more bouncy jolly if I wasn't so bleeding tired. It's my shoulders are killing me doing that for hours, and it is hours. Cheers. I'm a bit pooped. But there you go. Can't be up. You know, you got to do what you got to do. So still no parts, obviously, I said earlier. But yeah, I'm almost there with this. I'm waiting on those parts, and a couple of days after they get here, should be up and running. We'll be doing a little jolly over the mountain, and I should be a very happy camper. Won't be able to move in here because we'll have more bikes, but you know, it's a business. You've got to take them while you can, and you know, I was meant to have the XS11 Special anyway, and Denzel's thrown in all these other bikes and bits and God knows what else with it. So I'm not going to argue about that. You know, at the end of the day, we're building motorbikes, so any parts that I get given are going to be used. And yeah, hopefully it will make happy clients, happy people. I don't want to get into the whole thing of doing work for other people. You know, I'd rather we just do what we're doing. It takes all the stress out of it, to be totally honest. We'll make it the way we like it. If you don't buy it, somebody else will. It doesn't really matter. But I don't really want somebody coming here saying, well, I want this and I want that, and you do it, and then they go, oh no, I didn't really want that. Well, that's tough shit, mate. That's what you said. And I can't be bothered with people like that. And I can't be bothered with that hanging over your head, you know. There's no point, especially in today. Everything's online. All it takes is one negative review on something and your entire business is shagged. That's it, done. You got to start again. What's the point? So yeah, we'll do them, we'll build them, we'll flip them, we'll restore them, we'll flip them, we'll do shit and flip shit. Can't really do a lot at the moment because we have got a lot of bikes and stuff in the garage. So I can't really show you a lot either. It is the continuing saga of the Harley, which I can show you that is now outside, only briefly, while I'm sorting out the garage and all the other bits and bobs. Here we go. It's just started raining. Typical. There you go, never mind. So she's getting there. Still waiting on the parts. They are the bits here. I've still got the purple death over there. Right, the parts are at the Parcel Force depot. They're waiting for a customs payment, but they got to write to me so that I have this stupid like 16-digit number so that I can then log in and pay the payment. They haven't written to me. They've had it since the 27th. It's now the 10th, and yeah, they ain't written to me. So I know I'll try and give them a call this afternoon if I get time. I'm just doing this short little video now, and I'll upload that later, and then hopefully with the other two that I did earlier, we'll get a 10-minute video up for you tonight or tomorrow morning. We aim for Friday, but sometimes life gets in the way. We had all this stuff delivered on Tuesday, and then it rained Wednesday, and then it rained yesterday, and it's just started raining today, but the Harley's had enough time for the paint or the lacquer to cure, so I don't mind too much about leaving it outside. But as you can see, I've got a lot to do. I'm not going to show you all the bits that turned up. There are some very rare parts in there from quite a rare bike, but we'll go into it as and when we use the parts. We'll say this came from and this came from, because we haven't decided what we're doing yet. I mean, I've got, you know, obviously I've got my excess, which I can't show you that because it's mine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Governor. It's a very well-known bike on the Isle of Wight. It's a 79 XS11. And it's getting a very special paint job. It's actually been dipped. The thing is, Matt had an idea for this bike, and he bought it off his dad, who is the one that made it very well known. But he had an idea on a paint scheme for it, so in memory of him, we're going to go ahead and do it. And this bike will never get sold, ever. I know I said that about the Harley, but then Matt passed away, and his wife wanted me to have this. So my wife won't let me have two bikes in a stable. At the end of the day, we're running a business, so the Harley's got to go. But it will be the XS will be a memorial bike. It won't get ridden very often. It'll be the first bike I've ever owned that'll be on the road in the summer. In crikey, 35 years of riding, never had a bike on the road in the summer. How weird is that? But this one will be. Probably won't be this summer. Paintwork ain't going to get finished till September, possibly October. But I'd like to get it up and running before then. Obviously I can run it off. I've got various fuel tanks I can whack on there just to get everything running and fired up. We know the carbs are sorted. That was one thing that Denzel said, do not do anything to the carbs. They have been tuned specifically for this bike, which has given it a lot more power than standard XS11, along with various other bits that have been done. So anyway, back to the Harley. I shall try and get hold of Parcel Force this afternoon and see if I can get the stupidly long digit bloody number off them so that I can pay the import duty, and then finally get the parts here so that I can get her finished. So that's pretty much where we're at the moment. I've got a lot of sorting out in here. I'm going to do what I can today, but I'm going to have my daughter in here tomorrow as well, and Sunday, and we're going to try and get some sort of organisation going. Tony, Pop-Up Tony, is due back in the UK on the 17th. He's going to have 2 weeks in isolation, so he should be here around about the 1st or 2nd of August, and then we're going to completely gut the garage, get a lot of painting done, get a lot of sorting out done in here, and get it functioning like a workshop, and use the other garage storage for the time being, and then hopefully within a year we'll get a unit and we'll actually have a decent amount of space with a workshop, with an office, and you know, a little kitchen and toilet and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's about it. That's about where we're at. Okay, be safe, be happy, do one thing each day that scares you. All right, happy days. Ta-da.